You're watching the CBS 58 News at 10.
Good evening. Thanks for staying up late with us. I'm Bill Walsh. Aaron Rodgers returned to Lambeau after missing a game because of COVID. A successful one. You saw it right here on CBS 58. The defense powered the Packers to a shutout win over the Seahawks. Sports director Kevin Holden joins us in studio with the highlights. Defense, Kevin?
Defense.
I wear that moniker with pride, Kevin. Thank you so much. Packers fans high off another win. They have high hopes with the rest of the season with Aaron Rodgers back on the field. CBS 58's Frank Healy live in the Deer District with what the fans had to say after today's big win. Hello, Frank. Frank, thank you very much. Finally feeling and looking like winter around Wisconsin. Heavier snow mainly missed the Milwaukee area and points south. People in the northern part of our viewing area woke up to some snowflakes this morning. Here's what it looked like in West Bend. Snow falling everywhere. Let's turn to meteorologist Sam Kuffel with the first check of the forecast. Snow is over for now, right, Sam?
Yes.
See you then, Sam. Thank you. Continuing coverage of the Kyle Rittenhouse trial in Kenosha. Closing arguments expected tomorrow in that trial. Rittenhouse charged with fatally shooting 2 people, wounding a 3rd during protests last year in Kenosha. Judge Bruce Schrader has yet to release his final ruling on the exact charges the jury will deliberate. Court officials said it would be filed by 4 o'clock today, but that did not happen. As you remember, legal teams sparred Friday over whether the jury should be allowed to consider lesser charges for some counts if they feel Rittenhouse is not guilty of the original charges. Judge Schrader indicated he would allow lesser charges for some counts, but not for others. Judge will also instruct the jury to consider whether Rittenhouse provoked the events that led to the shooting by raising his gun first. The Wisconsin National Guard says it is prepared to handle any unrest that may arise after a final verdict is announced. The Guard telling us today that 500 troops are in a staging area outside of Kenosha on a standby status. They will be prepared to help local law enforcement and other first responders should they be needed. We have a team of reporters in Kenosha as we near the end of the Rittenhouse trial. Find our complete coverage. Also follow along with any new key developments on our website, cbs58.com. Mental health awareness has grown tremendously during the COVID-19 pandemic, leaving organizations scrambling to help. CBS 58's Amanda Porterfield tells us how a local organization is helping people in Milwaukee get through these difficult times. Amanda Porterfield reporting. Earlier this month, Biz Times Media named St. A their large nonprofit of the year. Time for your full forecast. Meteorologist Sam Kuffel is here with a look at the work week and a possible warm-up.
Yeah.
Kevin, let's talk some Packers. Aaron Rodgers, glad to have him back, but he and Russell Wilson look like a couple of guys who hadn't practiced in a while.
Because that's exactly what they were.
We got to talk about the defense. And I know, listen, I'm a member of the media. I am prone to hyperbole and exaggeration.
Oh, yes.
But this stretch of defense is the best I've seen in a long time, years, if not decades.
Less than 12 points.
It's fun talking football with you guys. We should do this a lot more often.
They should be on 58 every week.
Indeed. It was the best show ever.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us. Thank you for joining us. A senior White House official tells CBS News the president may not concede the election even if Joe Biden declares victory.
The race hinges.
Posts shared thousands of times on social media are falsely claiming that an impossible number of people cast their ballots here in Wisconsin. One tweet relied on outdated figures from 2018 to wrongly claim that the number of votes exceeded the number of registered voters. Wisconsin's chief election officials flatly denied these claims today. Now, depending on what happens with the rest of the state's votes and potential legal challenges, Wisconsin could make an impact in the presidential race if Donald Trump does, in fact, call for a recount.
CBS 58.
Brendan, thank you. We also want to take you live to what appears to be a pro-Trump rally in downtown Milwaukee. About a few dozen supporters have gathered near 5th and Michigan. That's the site of Milwaukee's Central Count building where votes are tabulated. We've reached out to the local arm of the president's campaign for information. They say they're not behind this. Police are on scene and they say the situation looks to be under control. All right, we're following breaking news from Milwaukee's north side. Medical examiner says it's investigating a homicide. By our count, this would be the 165th homicide in the city of Milwaukee this year, and that would tie the record set back in 1991 for most homicides in a single year. And of course, there is still some of 2020 left. MPD says a 42-year-old man was shot and killed at about 5 o'clock tonight near 24th and Keefe. Police are looking for suspects. Coronavirus still running rampant in Wisconsin.
Health officials reported.
Leaders say they're worried about people spreading COVID-19 at bars and other large gatherings. Milwaukee's interim health commissioner says they have teams doing site checks for compliance during the week and on weekends. She says some bars were not following the rules this past Halloween weekend. We're expecting to learn which businesses got citations next Friday. Mayor Tom Barrett says the city could consider upping fines on businesses that ignore the rules. Milwaukee's Fire and Police Commission says it will move forward with the process to pick the next police chief.
Now, that's despite members. All right, time now for a full weather check. And Bill, you're going to be a little jealous. Drew was out on the golf course today.
What? I mean, I got a phone. You know, Drew, you can always text.
You know, my wife and I decided to do some walking and some playing, and
date.
I thought, yeah, it was. Thought of you, Bill. I thought you'd be out all week.
No, I don't want to be the third wheel in that. Don't worry. All right. Thank you, Drew. Thank you so much for watching. Stephen Colbert is next. Our next newscast starts at 4:30 in the morning. Sorry you didn't get to talk, Natalie.
Oh.